Everybody, it is Mike, and I am doing my midweek movie review. This week was this Piranha Double D, and it is pretty much everything as advertised. It is done in 3D, so those effects don't work too well on a regular TV. Yeah. I don't know. I got it because it's a Piranha movie, and I have all of them, so I needed this one, like a hole in the head. Anyway, Piranha Double D was released in 2012, and it came out right after Piranha 3D, which I actually kind of enjoyed. So yeah, this was written and directed by John Gallagher, I think is how you say his name. It stars Danielle Panabaker, who I absolutely love. She plays Maddie. She is not Double D, by the way. But she was the Jenna in Friday the 13th, the reboot, and she's done other things, and I've always really enjoyed her. I think she's a good actress. The lead guy is Matt Bush, and he plays Barry, kind of a nerdy little gayish guy. I guess she thinks he's gay, but he's not. He's a fun little character. And then we have her uncle, who's played by David. I never say his name right. Is it Koshner? I don't know. He's been in a lot too. He was in Final Destination, the Final Destination 5. He's the guy that got hit in the face with a wrench. But he's done a ton of comedy. He was on this show that I used to love called something Donuts. Anyway, he's done quite a bit. He plays Chet. We have a kind of a comical cop named Kyle. He's played by Chris Zelka. And then Gary Busey's in it for a minute. Thank God he wasn't in the movie for very long. Christopher Lloyd is in it. He plays like a wacky scientist. Like, why wouldn't he? David Hasselhoff is in it as a cartoonish version of himself. And then Ving Rhames comes back after we all thought he was dead in the last one. But in this one, he just has fake legs. And they're interesting because they have some little attachments that end up being very helpful to him. So what is this movie about? Well, a year after all the terror at the last lake, the place where all the kids got ate up, Chet turns that water place into a water park with water slides and, wave pools and lazy rivers and all that good stuff. And he is kind of unscrupulous because he kind of makes it into a smutty water park. So there's like an adults only where all the girls with the fake boobs hang out. And then, of course, these piranha are not all dead, and they are brought back to life by something that Gary Busey and this other guy, I don't know what they did. They were poking around if it was something dead in the water, but I guess the new breed of the piranha were feasting on that thing, and they exploded out of it, and then they eventually get to the water park. So that's kind of where we're at. It's all kind of mayhem. There's a little bit of a love story. The David Hasselhoff story is just bonkers. But yeah, so positives: Danielle Panabaker and Christopher Lloyd. Thought they were good. I just enjoy them in general. David Hasselhoff was hilarious. Ving Rhames was hilarious. He has no legs. And he's being pushed around by this little geeky guy, and he's real snarly, and he hates the water. Then why the hell are you at a water park? But he's at the water park. And then it's pretty obvious that this movie was mocking itself just because it was so absolutely ridiculous. The characters were all, for the most part, with the exception of Danielle's character, Maddie, and maybe Barry, they were all cartoonish. even like some of the side characters, the little freckled boy that harasses David Hasselhoff, just, out of control. And also, there were some fun moments in this movie, some tense moments with the piranha, and it's just overall silly and basically fun, I guess. Negatives: the fish were dumb looking, the CGI was horrible, the overall story is ridiculous, and the character arcs are just dumb for the most part. It's just dumb. So, yeah. There were some, it's fish eating people, so, there's plenty of gore. So some of like the aftermath of all of that was pretty much interesting and fun. But overall, this will stay on my shelf. I would give it a double D probably as far as movie goes. But if I decide I'm going to have a little Piranha marathon, I'll watch the original, and then work my way down and maybe get liquored up and watch this one again. I don't know. So yeah, that is my thoughts on Piranha 3D. I'd love to know what you all thought. I'm sure some of you enjoyed it more than I did for various reasons, but yeah, David Hasselhoff, I am going to tell you, was absolutely ridiculous in this movie. And it was on purpose. I mean, they did it for laughs. That was probably my favorite part, for the most part. Yeah. So, all right, guys, this is it for this midweek review. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you next Wednesday.